Happy holidays from Simply Fresh Food with Chef Renee. I'm Chef Renee, and today we are going to be making holiday appetizers. We're going to start with what is called a brie and croûte. What that is it's brie cheese and it's inside of a puff pastry. It's going to knock it out of the ballpark for you. So let's get started. First, you want to make sure that you have a nice surface that you can sprinkle your flour on, probably about, I don't know, maybe, just sort of kind of feel it. Feel it. So we have some flour. I like to brush a little bit on the side just in case I need it. There we are. And let me take out my puff pastry there. All right. I think it just wants to stay over there. Here's the puff pastry. There we are. You want to make sure you put that on a floured surface because you're going to roll it out just a little bit, not too much. So I'm going to pick up some of the flour with my hand and get my heavy rolling pin out, and we're just going to roll it gently. Not going to make it too thin. We're rolling it out because we want to make sure it cooks evenly, but also at the same time, we're actually going to use some of the outer pieces to make some leaves or any other design you'd like. So we have that. I'm going to put that down. Now what you want to do here is I have peach amaretto jam. Yummy. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to spread some. This is so quick and easy. They're going to say, "You made that?" Yes, and you're going to flick the flour off and say, "Yes, all day." So we're going to spread it. You want to leave about 2 inches on the outsides. This is so quick and easy. You're going to say, "What?" So we're going to spread that. All righty. 'Tis the season to be jolly. So here, I am happy when I'm eating. I'm happy when I'm cooking. I'm happiest when somebody else is cooking and I'm eating. No, I'm kidding. All righty. So there we have our delicious, yum, tempting, tempting. All right, there we are. Now, we have our jam on the puff pastry. I'm going to sprinkle, and this is up to you. I would say no more than, I don't know, maybe half a cup. Yeah, you do half a cup. Just make sure your pastry can hold it, Isn't that beautiful? Just the colors alone are beautiful. No, just kidding. Awfully tempting. All right, now I am crumbling up toasted walnuts. So we have our dried cranberries. Make sure they're dried. But if you like, you could use golden raisins. I use the dried cranberries because of the contrast in color. So if I was using, let's say, a raspberry jam, yum, then I would use maybe the golden raisins for that. But, whatever you like. This is about you. How often do you hear that, right? Okay, this is all about you. So I have toasted walnuts. I'm being quite generous, and I'm crumbling them and checking for open spots. Okay, now, here comes the really hard part. You got to get yourself a good brie, good cheese. Here we are. There, that was the hard part. All righty, taking that cheese out of that pack, I'm telling you. Okay, here we are. Isn't that just beautiful? You see these at a lot of festive events, holiday parties, anniversaries, weddings. This is what they do. It takes them what? 5 minutes and $500 later? No, I'm kidding. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little paring knife and I'm going to cut some of the puff pastry so I could make designs. And I'm just rounding off the edges. I also have an egg wash. An egg wash is just an egg with about a tablespoon of water. I'm going to brush the edges. Oh, I cut a little close there, so I'm going to have to make sure I really seal it in. You don't have to panic if you cut a little close, because you can always just push things back in. Yeah, the egg wash will help to seal the puff pastry so that everything stays closed. Now, you can twist the puff pastry and have it, you know, in a decorative form on the top, but I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to flip it over so that my sealed or my enclosed area is on the bottom of the pan. Let me put that on the side. So then we just start closing. You just grab up that puff pastry and you pull. Be careful, because remember, we have nuts and all that other yummy good stuff in here. See, and I'm making sure everything is closed and sealed. How easy peasy is that? Closing up shop. Now, I'm going to take a little bit more flour, and I'm patting it around so when I move the puff pastry, I know I'm good. All right, and I'm going to move over the amaretto jam, and I'm going to get my baking sheet. Now, I have lined this with parchment paper, but it's completely up to you. So now we're going to lift. Oh, let me get a little more flour, because I just wiped the flour off my hands. All right, there we are. There we go. Got to be really careful. There we are. Put that right on the pan. All right, and with the remainder of the puff pastry, what you want to do here is you could use anything that you'd like. Here, we'll just cut some leaves out. There we are. I think I'll do maybe 3. Here's one. Are you asking yourself, what art school did she go to? Those don't look like leaves to me. Okay. Then I'm going to just take my knife and do a little leaf design on it. There we are. Makes you want to sing chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Right? Right? Okay. You don't want me to sing, though. Okay. There we have it. Now, I'm going to use that same egg wash to seal the leaves on top. Now, because I'm really feeling festive, let's just make like a little ball here. There we are. Look at that. Beautiful. Easy, easy, easy. Then we're going to brush all over with the egg wash. Now, we're going to put this in an oven at about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to leave it in there for about 20 minutes or until the crust is nice and golden brown. Here we go. I'm making sure I got it all covered. And remember, this is puff pastry, so it's going to puff up beautifully. And this egg wash actually makes it shine. So it's going to be just beautiful. Now what we're going to do is I am going to pop this into the oven. And we'll leave it there for about 20 minutes. But while I pop this in the oven, I'm going to remove the one that I put in a little while ago. And that way we can see what it's like. So when we come back, we will actually have it out. We'll garnish our brie and croûte, and we'll taste it. Yay! So we'll be back in just a moment. Hi, I'm Chef Renee of Simply Fresh Food with Chef Renee. And thanks to you, we've expanded and are now aired on several different networks. Check your local listings to find out when you can tune in to Simply Fresh Food with Chef Renee. And thanks for watching. Welcome back. As you can see, I've removed the brie and croûte from the oven, and isn't it just beautiful? And it smells fantastic. I smell the butter from the puff pastry, and I cannot wait to dig in. What I'm gonna do is garnish it now. So, I mean, we want them to know that we did put a lot of time and effort into this. So I'm gonna garnish it. Let's take a couple of crackers and we'll put them all around. It is the holiday. And you can use whatever you'd like. You could put whatever thing you'd like around here. I'm just gonna throw some crackers here. And see, this is the beauty of this. You could actually do all of the wrapping and cover it up and save it until you put it in the oven the next day so it's nice and hot. So you can do this in advance and, you know, get things out of the way. It's, you know, cooking is, a lot of it is prepping and being organized. So I absolutely just love it, love it, love it, love it. So I've got a few crackers there, and what I'm gonna do is, just for garnish, I'm gonna throw in some cranberries. And again, holiday, festive. Look at that, just beautiful. Who wouldn't want to dig into this? This is just gorgeous. Of course, you'd be the one to cut it, right? Because we don't want to give them the cranberries unless we sugared them, which you can do. Just roll it around in some sugar after you put it in a little bit of egg white. All right, so we have this, and I am going to, you know, cut into it, and we're going to see how it comes out. Yummy. Now, remember what we put in it. We have the jam, and we have our cranberries, and the cranberries on the outside sort of kind of signify that there are cranberries inside. Fabulous. So let's cut, and let me find just a little dish that I could get me a sample. I'll cut first. Cut first, ask questions later. The things you do not want your physician saying. So we're gonna just get a slice. Let me turn this so we can get the full shot. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. And the cheese just falls right into place, saying, I'm just going to close up there. 1, 2 crackers. And I'm going to move this. That's just so beautiful. You can garnish it with some green, or you can leave it like that too. But I'm actually going to take a nice, let's see if I can show you some of the, oh, there we are. Look at that. Delicious. I know it already. That's really good. It's really good. You get the sweet of the jam, a hint of the amaretto, and then you have the cranberries and the cheese. Delicious. Winner in your house. I'm going to put that aside so I can finish it later when no one's looking. All right, now what we're going to move on to next is another holiday appetizer that will wow your guests as well as your family. I'm going to show you how we do a cheese board. You know, you go to all of these functions again, and you see all of these beautiful things, and you're like, oh my goodness, what did they do? Spent hours? No, this is another thing you can do in advance. You can actually chop up your cheese. You can do it in any shape that you'd like. I've chosen cubes, you know, here, and any cheeses you'd like. You want a lot of fruit because you want fillers in there as well. And you want it to be attractive and colorful. It's the holidays. So we're going to get started. I have a very large slice of Gouda. You want something for a focal point for people to come and see. So we're going to bring the Gouda out. Is that a large slice of cheese or what? And it's up to you. You can have it on the side. It's easy for cutting. You can put it in the center, drape some grapes over it. I think for us, we are going to put it here. I think I like it there. Then we're gonna, I think I'm gonna do it this way. And then we're gonna just start putting cheese all around. This is exactly what we do in the restaurants. All right, so we have all kinds of cheese. We have cheddar, pepper jack, Colby, a little bit of Swiss, and then I have one with some cranberries in it that I'm saving. I'm saving so that I can add that last. All right. But again, arrange these whatever way you'd like. You know, when I first came out of culinary school and my first job in the industry, I did a garde manger. That was salads, keeper of cold foods. That's what we did. Cheese you keep cold. So, of course, I did a ton of cheese boards. Yes, a ton. And, you know, after a while, I was thinking, are they punishing me? But, but they were not. People actually order these all the time. So let's get all of our cheeses on. Then I'm going to show you something that's just going to bring it all to life. Let's put this here. We are going to now add some grapes to this, start getting our fruit on. Let's see. And now, for me, this is the first of many cheese boards that I will do this holiday season. So I'm sharing it with you. So we'll sort of be doing the same thing over the holiday. How cool is that? All right, and I just take the shears and I clip off things, you know, where the grapes have fallen off of the vine. And then too, you know, sometimes people eat them in the store. I never do that. All right, so we have some grapes on there. We're gonna add some strawberries. Let's see. Remember that cheese I said I was saving till the end? Here it is. And it has some delicious cranberries, and it smells like I don't want to share. No, it smells really, really good. I think you're gonna like this. Beautiful. There are those cranberries again, right? All right, and let me wipe my hands down a little bit. What I like to do with the strawberries is I like to leave the hull right in there. Doesn't this look beautiful? You just lie it here. That's all you do. Just keep arranging and arranging. You can pile the cheese up high, down low, yeah. So whatever feels good to you. I'm just gonna shove a little more cheese in there. I'm gonna get a couple more strawberries. We are going to take some blackberries, which are really one of my favorite. And it doesn't have to be so organized, just, you know, toss stuff. But this is what we do for our cheese board. So far we have 2 elegant centerpieces for your table of appetizers, and we got more coming up. Wait until I show you some little bite-sized tomato treats that are a delicious starter for when you're not really hungry, but you want something. we'll do that when we come back. I'll see you in a few minutes. Haricot vert is not a who. Haricot vert is a what. Haricot vert are just green beans. They're actually thinner. So when you're in the grocer and you see sometimes the beans are fat, and then you see the skinny ones sometimes, the haricot vert are usually the thinner version. And people like to put them on, and it's very impressive. If you tell someone, hey, come over for dinner, we're having baked potatoes and nice tenderloin and haricot vert, I guarantee you they're gonna say, Harry what? Welcome back. And we are continuing in our holiday appetizers. I am working on right now a goat cheese log with almonds, toasted almonds, and I put in some rosemary for garnish, so it looks sort of kind of like a pine cone, very festive. And when I'm done, we will add it to its partner over here, and we could enjoy it. Now, I love making lots of holiday treats and different things to eat. And one of the reasons is sometimes after dinner or pre-dinner, you want a little something that's available in the house for you to snack on. These are great things for you to snack on. So I will finish this and we'll add it over onto the other platter, because I can't see on that side. So I'm gonna move this one away. But that's how we do that. We just take a log and start putting the almonds in there and putting the rosemary in. Now, I'm gonna put that away, and I have another few things to show you that we're making. Now on this platter, the theme is, guess what? Tomatoes. So we have grape tomatoes and cherry tomatoes. And what we've done is we've gone ahead and we've taken mozzarella that's been soaking in olive oil and we've sliced it. Can you see that? We've sliced them and we've just put a toothpick in there. The cheese has been in an olive oil mixture with basil and some chopped very finely sun-dried tomatoes, salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic. Give it a nice big punch when you bite into it. And I'll show you how we make one of those. Here also I've taken a tomato, sort of cut the bottom off, cut the top off, and then I've made a cream cheese mixture. And in that cream cheese mixture, I've added salt, pepper, a little bit more basil in there, and a little bit of garlic, and I put it in a bag and piped it out. I'm going to show you how I did that. Here we are. I just slice the end. I'm slicing the end so it will stand. And then put it in a sandwich bag, or you can use your fancy pastry bag, and you just squeeze it out. There we are. And you can use whatever you'd like to garnish it. You can use the chopped basil over there. I'm gonna stick rosemary in there. How's that? Who's the leader of the pack now? Yeah. So, and here also, I've taken a sausage, smoked sausage here, added to cheese, and added sun-dried tomatoes. Now, you can soak the cheese in an olive oil mixture for added flavor, or you can take a garlic olive oil drizzle and drizzle it all over so that it stays nice and fresh and tasty. But those are other holiday appetizers that you could do in no time. You could actually do that early. Wrap it up, put it in the refrigerator, and they will take it. All right, I also want to show you something else that's very quick and easy to do. I have here a plate of deli meats. All right, yummy. All right, and this is something that's really easy to make, but it just looks absolutely beautiful. And I'll show you how we do that. I'm gonna take a few pieces of the meat. See, I take it and I fold it twice here. Then I'm gonna take a different type. Little thin slice, like a prosciutto. Looks like it. All right, and then we fold it, and it sort of looks like a flower, don't you think? And you just keep going with that all the way around the platter. Now, what I'd like to do is I like to add, for any pasta, I like to add olives to a platter like this. Now, I'm just going to keep on going around and around and around and around. That's what we do at the holidays. Get all festive and excited. And we're going to make a beautiful platter. Delicious. And I love the herbs in here. So festive, so festive. Of course, olives. Okay, last one. There we go. All right. There we are. Now, again, these are quick, easy, make-ahead things that can be done. And you just keep adding and stacking and stocking until your little heart is content. They're going to be like, wow, you did all that? And here we have another appetizer. No cook, no bake. You can always garnish it a little bit. There we are. So today we've made all of these fabulous holiday appetizers. Only one thing had to cook, and that was our brie en croûte, which is just delicious. We've also made our cheese board. We also made lots of appetizers, lots of different cheeses, and now we have here our charcuterie, or we have our salami and prosciutto and our antipasta dish. I have paired with all of these items a Chardonnay. I put frozen cranberries in it to kind of keep the white wine chilled, and I've got blueberries for a color, festive color, and a strawberry. I'm going to enjoy all of this, and I hope you do too. Happy holidays from Simply Fresh Food with Chef Renee. Thank you for having me in your home, and I'll see you next time.